Can't you see what they do? Day by day, they just a wicked people. Wicked people, my friend. Oh no, what you gonna do when they rise up? Africa is waiting for you. Come on, my people. Can't you see what they do?
All right, my people.
Day by
Hello,
day,
hello.
they just a wicked people.
Do you see how clever the white man
People,
is?
my friend.
Do anybody really
What you gonna
seen what the white man is doing?
Africa is
They're very clever. And the original black men cannot see how clever the white men they are. See what they're doing? They're going around to the Chinese people, and they're going around to the Indian people, and they're trying to bring them on their side to fight against the Chinese. That's how clever they are. And our people, the black people, cannot see. The white men already have you in the palm of their hand. You're eating out of their hand. So they don't worry about you too much. They're trying to get the Indian on their side so the Indian can help them to fight the Chinese. And you're getting the Philippine, like Taiwan. To me, they're all Chinese. Vietnam, them people are all the same. Japan, they're all the same people. China, they're all the same people. You got some of them in Jamaica, Trinidad, Barbados. The white man is trying to get them on their side so they can help them to fight the Chinese, like in China. But the people cannot see too much. They don't know that the white man is the demons, or as the Muslim call him, Satan, and devils. That's what the Muslim call them. But they're not speaking about that too much anymore, because they see that they cannot fight the white man. Ha, 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 ha. Yes, the white man is so smart. The black men see that they can't fight the white man anymore, so they give up. And the people of color are also trying to give up, as you call them, people of colors. Like the Iranian, Palestine, Jordan, Libya, all them places are people of color. But they're not really get together to fight white men. No. The only people that is trying to fight the white men is the Iranians and Lebanon. Look, everybody knows that the white man is a devil. They said that from their own lips. All of those countries in Africa. But they're separating themselves from Africa and call it Middle East. That's how smart our people is. There is no Middle East. And forget about saying Middle East. All of that is the land of Africa, as you call it Africa. Jordan, Saudi Arabia, Libya, Syria, all of them land. And all those land filled with black people many times gone. As I said, many people don't understand what I meant. You see, long time ago, before the Moses and before the Adam, and before the Jacob and all those people, they did not have no days, no months, no years. Them people live in time and also die in time. You see, Adam is the beginning of the white man. There was no white man long time ago. Remember? See, I go back to time. There was no Chinese man long time ago. Also, there was no Indian long times ago. The only people was upon the foundation of the earth was the black man, solid black man. No color like me. And you black guys need to cut it out. There's a lot of smart black guys out there, but do you know what they're saying? They're saying the black man, not my color, the black man, the solid black man, this color, he leave from Africa and he go in the Caucasus Mountain. That's the part they call Europe. And he been here for so long that his complexion have been changed from a big nostril like mine to a small nostril. And from wool to straight hair. And from the black complexion to flesh color complexion. And from dark eyes to blue eyes and green eyes. That's what the black man is teaching their people. If you're not sick, I don't know what to tell you. Black men have not been changed from black to white. It's dumb. Nature made the black man. Nature have not made the Chinese. Have not made the Indian, as you call them. Have not made the white man, the Caucasian, as you call them. Nature have not made those people. The only one that nature have made is the black man. The woolly man. The man with wool on his face and his body. He have been made by nature. Just like the mule. The mule have not been made by nature. He have been made by man. And it's the same way those other men come in existence. So for those of you black men that is going around, excuse me, I'm telling your people that the black men go into the Caucasus Mountain for 4,000 years or 5,000 years and change. Please, don't do that. Don't do that, please. Because you continue to fool the mind of your people. We are the original people. What I meant by original. We've been here from time and time. You see, there's no years. We've been here from time and time. Years and months come later on. If you go to the pyramid, those guys are dead and gone in their tomb or in their sarcophagus. You don't see any dates there. No dates when they die, no date when they were born. Because they don't know anything about date. They live in time. So stop going around with bullshit. All these books that I have here is written by the white man. They are not written by black people. So they wrote them their own way. But where do they get the stuff to write those books? The story of my great-grandfathers, it was on scroll. What is scroll? The scroll is the skins of he-lamb and he-goat. If you do not understand what I meant by he-lamb and he-goat, because I wrote a book and the editor want to know what is a he-lamb. He-lamb is a sheep that never been mate, or a goat that never been mate. They use the skin of those animals, or you want to call them virgin goat or virgin sheep, a virgin cow. They never been mate with a male. So they will kill those animals and they will use the skin to write on. But what did they use to write on those skins? They use herb and they will squeeze the juice out of the herbs. And they will grind the charcoal up that they burn from the wood. And they will mix them together. So when they write on the scroll and the skins, it cannot wash away because that's a dye. If you use herbs and charcoal, turn it into powder, it becomes a dye. Also, you have other trees that have dye in it, like the red wood, the blue wood. If you cut it and boil it, and you mix it with charcoal, or without charcoal, it is a dye. Also, you use the flowers and get the juice from the flowers, and it is a dye. And that's how they wrote long time ago. And when these white men come in existence by the doing of my people, the black woolly men, they become wise. Remember, they're not the original. So nature really does not have anything to do with them because they fight against nature. And once you fight against nature, nature draws it away itself from you. So they have no understanding of nature. The only people that have understanding of nature is the black man, the woolly man, the man with the wool on his head. And for those of you who do not understand that or understand, you're wasting your time. What I mean by nature, you must know everything within the earth. And the black man know it all of that. He know the purpose of the sheep. He know the purpose of the goat. He know the purpose of the hummingbird. He know the purpose of the lion. He know the purpose of the wolf. He know the purpose of the frog. He know the purpose of the toad because they have magical power. When you do not know none of that, you are wasting your time within nature. You also must know the purpose of the herbs, the mint, the thyme, the ginger, the garlic, the lavender, the rosemary, the marigold. Many herbs, you must know their purpose. and know when to use them and what they're for. You must know their purpose. If you do not know the purpose of the herbs, you are wasting time. You also must know the purpose of the birds. The mourning dove, the turtle dove, the duck, the quail, the raven, the rooster. I'm just giving a few. The hawk, the nightingale. They have magical power. So you must know their purpose and how to bring the power out of them. If you do not know that, you're wasting your time. You could read all these books you want to read. They will not help you unless you know the purpose. Because these books have been written by the white man. And they took our grandfather knowledge from the scroll and turned it around and wrote these books. The reason why I'm telling you this, you don't understand. You see, my past great-great-grandfather, they write from right to left. From right to left. With one continuous word with no division. And that's how they write long time ago. When the white men came in existence, you may think I'm just speaking of England. The Dutch, the Romans, the French, they're all white people. They're all white people. Blue eyes, flesh color, straight hair, blonde, whatever you want to call it. They're white people. They take my grandfather's scroll and they get in there and they try to change the words. Remember, they write from left to right with one continuous word. The white men take my grandfather's story and they write it from left to right. And they divide the words. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, we only use consonants and symbol. And the people that read those consonants and symbol, they die and gone long time ago. So there was none remain to read those stories. So when the white men get our story, they try to cipher, as they call it. And they mess it up, they change it around. Because they don't know what it is. So they kind of make it their way and to fit their way. So we, the black woolly men, do not understand what's taking place. That's why we're going on like this. That's why we're going on like this. We don't have any understanding. And everybody's coming up, the Muslim, the Hebrew, whatever you want to call them. They're fighting among themselves with bullshit talk. Listen, if a certain group of people speak certain language, and their language is only written in consonant only, and another group of people take those consonants and they put vowels to it. How do you read it as a new group of people and get the understanding of the whole group of people? You're not going to. Because my great-great-grandfather write from right to left. From right to left. See? From right to left. This left. And a strange group of people that get in there, divide up my grandfather's word and write it from left to right. Write it from left to right. You're not going to understand because I write it from left to right. And they divide the word. Do you see the mistake that is there? You will never, listen, you will never understand. Maybe you cannot understand what I'm saying. If you take a language that is written in consonant only, and you take it and you put vowels to it, and divide the words, the people that wrote it before will never understand, because in their language there's no vowels. Because they speak in vowels and written without vowels, with consonant only. So they write in with consonant only. Go to all these pyramids that you have some artifacts are writing and see what's happened. There is no dates. Any date you see there is the white man put some dates there. Because my people live in time. And they have not have months and date until later on, when they start to scatter all over the planet. Remember, white people were not in the Western world, as you call it. The Caribbean, the Bahamas, British Columbia, the Dutch West Indies, North America, South America, British Columbia. There was no white people. It was only black people, or you want to call them the woolly people. Solid black. You don't have to take nothing I'm saying, because you're looking for information in these books. And these books are written by the white man. So what information you think you're going to get? Huh? Tell me the information you're going to get. When the white man take your story and rewrote it in his way, and put vowels to, put consonant, put vowels to your consonant, and your consonant of that language. Huh? You're not going to understand, because it's totally different. It fit his ways. And he's doing. So you're doing it fade away by him. Because we know nothing about our ancestors. We know nothing of the birds, what magical power they have. What magical power the four-footed beasts have. The fish of the ocean. The barracuda. The papaya fish. You have no knowledge. The snapper. They have magical power. The crab. The ocean crab, the land crab, they're filled with magical power. And where are you going to get those magical power? Your grandfather have to teach you that, because they did not write a book in the past. Their magical thing was on scroll. And the white men think it was foolishness, and they burn up most of our scroll with our magical power. But some of the black men had it in their brains. Yep, some of the black men have it in their brains. And they kept it in the brains. So now, we have nothing to go by. Why we have nothing to go by? Because most of the magical book is written by the white man. And also the Chinese wrote some of them too. But what I'm saying, the black men have to wake up and stop your fussing and fighting over these Anunnaki, over all these Neanderthal, over these Homo sapiens and all this crazy stuff that all these white men is putting down the throat or putting in your brains. All these Homo sapiens doesn't leave any artifacts. There's no stone building that they made. And if they were living for such a long time, there's no artifacts of these people. So why my black people get caught up in all this nonsense when we should be trying to fight the white man to take the land away from him? But we are helping the white men to fight against the Chinese. The Chinese helping the white men to fight against the Chinese. The time is come for every other race of people to stop helping the white man fight. Let him fight by himself. Let him fight by himself. Yes, the time is come for you to stop helping him fight. And that's why he's winning all these wars. And that's the reason why he's intervening in all these wars, because we're helping him. You got the black men in the army, in the navy, in the Air Force, in the Marine. You got the Chinese the same. If you withdraw yourself from all of those army, the white men have to fight by themselves. If the Chinese doesn't join the American army, and the black man doesn't join the American army, and the Indian doesn't join, they have to fight by themselves. That's the point I'm making. So you have nobody to help him fight. When the people of color start to fight, the black man doesn't help. The Chinese doesn't help. You know, the ISIS and the Bin Laden, maybe you think those are white people. Those are people of color, black people. And they're trying to fight to subdue the black man, the white man. That's what they were doing. They're trying to subdue the white man because he's so destructive. And the people of color see that. We got to stop him. No. But how are you going to stop him? You're trying to get his gun and get his dynamite. And you got to start making your own stuff, my brother. And all these black leaders that we got out there, I'm talking about all these stuff. The Pyramid, King Tut, and come on, my brothers. That's all you're going to be doing? Look, that's enough talking. Marcus Garvey is the only guy put something together. And since Marcus Garvey gone, everybody's talking. They ain't trying to put nothing together. The Black Panther was trying to put something together and then knock him down. Huey, remember me, man. Remember me in 1960. If you're still around, I've not heard from you for a long time. You can, if you're watching, call me up. Remember your room short and Jamaica Queen. Anyway, back to what I was saying. The Black Panther is the only one who was trying to do something right now, and they knocked them down. But the rest of the leaders that come after Marcus Garvey, they have not done anything. All they do, they talk. They don't have any gun factories. They don't have any shipbuilding factories. All they do, talk. And they get a few dollars here and they get a few dollars here. Go off and buy big mansion and drive Rolls Royce. And also the preachers, they ain't doing shit. So if the destruction come, the first people is going to hit is the black people. First people the destruction will hit is the black people. He ain't got no food. He ain't got no land. He ain't got no gun. He ain't got no dynamite. He ain't got no ship to take him from one place to another. He ain't got no airplane to carry from one destination to another. So the biggest thing is, he ain't got no food. And without food, you don't live too long. 2 months, you're dead. 2 months, you're dead. Or you die. Because you ain't got no food to eat. Are you following me? He ain't got no silos. Who got silos? The white man. He got all the silos to store up food all over the place. And you call him a devil all the time. The church have no silos. All they have is money in the bank. And in the safe at homes or in the church. So everybody playing game with the black race. The white man play game. And the black man is playing game with his own race. Huh? He's playing game with his own race. So we can move forward. And they don't have any plan to move forward. Because everybody is fighting against everybody. The church is fighting against the church. The Muslim is fighting against the Christian. The Christian is fighting against the Muslim. The Hebrew is fighting against the Muslim. Everybody is fighting, talking. And they're talking all type of... Listen, brothers, we gotta wake up. Wake up, black man. If we don't wake up, sudden destruction. Woo! Respect. I'm out of here. Peace.
Come on, my people.